Yo! What's going on, guys? So today, I just hit 1,000 subs. Are there any Americans watching my stuff? Okay, grabbing up his nuts. Trying to bring the fun back to moto vlogging. Let's say you do your A2 as well. That guy's robbing phones, by the way. Alright, first we need to go central London because I need to get an ND filter for this camera because I left it in my storage unit. So I need to go grab that because right now the quality is not looking like how it used to be. And then I'm gonna go meet Amir, 660 of London. And we're gonna head to the FlipNDip studio because he needs to get a flipped plate and he also needs a smaller plate because I don't know how this guy be riding around with some fat plate and no flip plate. You're asking to get tickets, you know what I mean? It's gonna be a more chill day today, man. I can't lie. It's not gonna be, you know, mayhem everywhere because we need to cool it off, you know what I mean? To cool off a little bit. But yeah, I don't know when this video is gonna come out, but I just hit 1,000 subs and I'm extremely happy, to be fair. The growth I've had with this channel has been insane. I've grown so fast and I just want to thank all of you guys that are supporting the thing, supporting the motive, commenting on the video, liking it, sharing it, you know, all of that. Like, I really do appreciate it. From very young I've been watching like KSI and these, man. When YouTube wasn't cool, do you know what I mean? YouTube wasn't cool back in the day. Like, if you watch YouTube, people were thinking like, oh, what's this brother doing? But I used to be watching YouTube from when KSI was making FIFA videos. So nah, like, I always thought it was cool because imagine doing what you want to do and just being able to make a living from it, you know what I mean? Like, I've always had it in the back of my mind where I wanted to do something on YouTube, but I never thought it would be motorbikes. I can't lie to you. Never thought. I thought it would be more finances or something. I can't lie. Not motorbikes. But yeah, I guess we're here. We'll see what happens with the channel. So far it seems like you man are enjoying the content. So as long as you're enjoying it and supporting the thing, I'm gonna keep pushing the videos out. But like I said, you know what I mean, I can't keep posting hot videos like that. It's too hot, bro. I mean, to cool it off sometimes. It doesn't mean I'm not gonna do wheelies though. You know what? I'm hoping I can have a good conversation with the guys at FlipNDip today, because obviously my channel, do you get what I mean? It fits the brand. And yeah, I'd love to be a part of that movement. Do you get me? So we'll see what they say. But yeah, it's not looking too good today, I can't lie. It's not looking like the weather that we had about 2 days ago. And I told you, man that the weather wasn't gonna last. I love when people do that. Thank you. Oh, I was gonna say thank you, my bro. That's a woman. Come on. But yeah, I told you, man, that the weather, and this is the UK, my friend. The weather ain't gonna look like sunshine and rainbows. You get me? This is UK. Like, we get sun for like a week and then it's back to the rain for 3 months, and then maybe we might get a bit more sun for a week, and then that's our summer. So when the sun comes out, everyone's running out like rats. Also, I'm interested, are there any Americans watching my stuff? Because this must be like a whole different experience for you, man, because the accent, obviously I'm from London and the roads do not look like this in America. So I'm actually curious if anybody's watching from America. Most motor vloggers are American, so obviously I know what the bike scene is like. Bro, what are you doing? But yeah, the one person that actually really made me want to do motor vlogging was the Killer Cam. People from the UK might not know him, but I know he's quite big in America. His content is so sick. Like, he doesn't care, bro. He keeps it authentic. Like, he's just being himself, innit? I don't know if I could post that, bro. Shout out to FlipNDip, though. You see what I'm saying? Sponsor your boy, bro. Sponsor the boy. Yeah, I don't even know what I was saying, but the Killer Cam, he's lit, man. He's lit. I don't know where he's gone, bro. I don't know where he's gone. He ain't uploaded in like a year or like 6 months or whatever it is. He just disappeared. I don't know if he got bagged. I saw him post something on his story like 3 weeks ago, but I'm missing the content from him. I can't lie. Like, of all the American motor vloggers that I know of, he's the only one that just kept it like 100. Like, he'll post standing wheelies, him doing a madness on the motorway. Everyone else is just kind of like... Fastlane D is cool as well, I can't lie. Fastlane D, he's cool, but obviously when it comes to YouTube and you want the most money and you wanna monetize your content, you can't really post them stuff, innit? Because they'll just demonetize your video. But to be fair, I'm not really in it for the money. Yeah, the money's cool and everybody needs money to survive, but I just like keeping it authentic. Like, this is how I ride. Obviously the group rides are a little bit more crazy, you know what I mean? Because bro, we're all egging on each other, you get me? But you know what, when I'm riding on my onesies, it's very rare that I'll just completely go crazy, because there's just no need for it. Like, most of the time I'm chilling. What we saying, man? Then we taking the R7 or we taking the forest bike? What we taking? But yeah, also, when the R9 drops, I'm probably gonna trade this bike for it, I can't lie. I know I made that review video and said the R7's perfect for London, this, that, but I'm not gonna lie, I want to do more long journey trips. Don't get me wrong as well, like when I took this bike to Wales, bro, it was perfect. Like, I couldn't complain, especially because I have the Power 5s on. Like, I had that grip. It was good fun, do you get me? But when you're doing pulls on the motorway, you just need a little bit more power. I'm chilling with 100 something brake horsepower. Like, anything above that, then you need bigger roads, you get me? And then the bike's also heavier, so you won't really enjoy the twisties as much. Like, you can go faster on a smaller bike in the twisties. That's why this bike was perfect. Like, this R7, bro, the R7 is a good track bike as well. Like, yeah, you'll get done on the straights by the 600s and the 1000s, but you'll beat them in the corners, no problem. And for me, bro, I don't really like going fast in a straight line. Yeah, it's cool, but I like going fast around the corner. That's what really gets me going, innit? So if the R9's still light somewhat and it's got that 120 brake, then I can't lie, I might have to say goodbye to the R7. And if anybody's thinking about getting the R7, it's a solid bike, I'm not gonna lie, especially because young people, innit, we can't get our full A until we're 24, so we don't really have a choice but to get the R7. Bro, that whole license thing as well, bro, it don't make sense. It really don't. If you can ride 47 brake horsepower, then you're good, innit? Like, it's not making sense, because you could buy a car that will easily ping it down whatever road. And cars, if you hit something, you'll most likely affect someone else. But if you hit someone on a bike or something on a bike, the only person you're really affecting is yourself. I'm not getting why they've done this whole A1, A2, full A thing, bro. It's not making sense. And obviously Americans don't have this problem, but for everyone in Europe, man, we're struggling out here, bro. Let's say you do your A2 as well. That guy's robbing phones, by the way. I don't know if you saw that, but he's licking phones in Central, bro. 100%, bro. That brother's licking phones. But yeah, let's say you do your A2, or let's say you even do your A1 and then you do your A2. You've already spent like $1,000 something, bro. You can do your A1 on a 125, cool, but you still have to pay for the test, that's gonna set you back like $2 or something. And then you do your A2, that'll cost you like 700 to $1,000. Cool, now you got your A2. Then you have that for, I don't know, a year or two, and then you got to do your full A to ride a bigger bike. But it's the exact same test, bro. They just give you a bike that's what, 65 brake horsepower. Brother, man's riding 73 brake horsepower now. I'm good. I don't need to do my full A. Again, the whole system, it don't make sense. Why am I going to pay another bag to go get my full A when I've already done the test? I've done it on a 45 brake horsepower. It's the same test. Like, I think if you do your A2 and if you've had your A2 license for a year or two, it should automatically just go to a full A. And cool, probably I don't have to do the training again to do my full A. I could probably just ride it to the test center and then do it on this bike. But let me not lie to you, the off-road test on this bike, I don't think I'm making the U-turn, bro. The turning radius on this bike is not enough to make that U-turn, I don't think, bro. Alright, man, then we grabbed the ND, so the quality should be looking a lot better. And now we're gonna go meet Amir. I think he's at the Yamaha in Clapham. I don't know what he's doing there. Should be at MV because he's gonna buy an MV. But we're gonna go meet him there, and then we are gonna go to FlipNDip. Yo, Farmer J is always popping. Look at the line. Yo, you know what? I could never, bro. I could never stay in a line this long just for some food. Bro, the line starts over there. Nah, couldn't do it. Bro, what a waste of a lunch break. And these men are 9 to 5ers, so what, they got like 30 minutes, an hour break? Bro, 30 minutes is gonna be spent in the queue, and then the other 30 minutes to get back to the office. Funny story, you know, someone got into a chase down Regent Street just here. Crazy, he had a R7 too. Bro, you know what's mad as well? Every time I meet with Amir, just add another hour onto the meetup time. I'll be late 10-15 minutes max. This guy, bro, he'll be late 2 hours max. That guy's grabbing up his nuts, bro. He was looking at me as well. I feel like I've just been sexually abused or something. Oh, this is such a sick wheelie spot. I remember R1A spot to wheelie down on this bridge. It looks so sick. This bike sounds so nasty underneath a tunnel. Yo, who hates on the CP2 engine, bro? Let me know, cause bro, this engine is like no other, bro. The pops are crazy. Controversial take, but bro, I prefer this engine over the Honda 650R. Alright, man, oh man, that was effort. Man, sweating now. Alright, man, then we're heading to FlipNDip now. How comes you're not wearing the green? Huh? How comes you're not wearing the green? Not today. I'm gonna get rid of green clothing. I'm going crazy. What, all black? Huh? All black? All black. Focus! Well, he overshot that a little bit. Is that police? Oh shit. What is this guy on? Anji! I don't know if we can go in that. I'm gonna say we could. What's this guy on? What the fuck is that comment? What the fuck was that? We have to go around again. I missed the turn, bro. Hey, yo, what's going on? That guy put on his lights to bust a Yui. That legal? Thank you, my guy. Appreciate it. Just gonna squeeze right in here. We're gonna make these lights quick. The way I'm riding right now is so bad. I can't even lie to you. It's so bad. I just don't know these roads, innit? Fuck the shell. Bro, this brother's helmet is fucked. Your helmet's fucked. Why? It's loose as well. And the big boss isn't even here today. I'm actually happy. I'm happy. Because it fits the brand very well. Ooh, his plate is looking so much better. So much easier to blur. Thank you to everyone that is supporting the movement. You know what I mean? I'm trying to bring the fun back to moto vlogging. There's no one really entertaining like that from the UK scene, so just trying to liven up the UK scene a little bit, because right now it's only Americans. So I had a FlipNDip for, I think I've had mine for like 6 months now, but I've known about them for time, bro. So when I finally got my bike, I was like, yeah, cool, let me get a flip plate now with a FlipNDip. But yeah, I'm so happy to be working with these guys, and hopefully we can do more with FlipNDip themselves in the future. I really fuck with this brand heavy, and the owner is such a cool guy, so come on, come on. Yeah, I met one of you guys already today. Well, I don't know if it's one of you guys, but he said he saw the video yesterday. The brother had a '07. The person sees this, you know who you are, innit? He literally pulled up to FlipNDip. He had a blue '07. We were chatting for a bit, and then he pointed to the sloth in it. I guess it's bare recognizable, the sloth. He's like, wait, you do YouTube innit? I was like, yeah, bro, maybe. He's like, you were riding with that crazy guy on the '07. I was like, yeah, bro. What the fuck? I was too busy looking at the guy holding his ears, and I just fucking looked back and there's a cyclist that just blown a red light. Almost took her out. Was a bit of a tight gap. Oh shit! That was a gap! What is this guy on? You were this close. You know when you went round there? Yeah. You were this close to the curb. Oh. I know. Around the truck? Yeah. Oh, I know that. One thing I will say before I end out this video, because I need to go gym, I need to get those gains, is Killer Cam, please come back. If you see this video, please come back. And on that note, I want to thank you guys for watching, as always. Supporting the thing, supporting the movement, supporting the growth. The more and more you guys support, obviously the more and more content I can push out. So that being said, thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.